So I managed to get myself into a right state about the Middle East. Let me explain. Hi, this is Everyday Prepper. Welcome to the channel. What was it today? Monday? And Sunday yesterday I had a really important activity that I was getting involved with in the morning. And unfortunately on Saturday night I didn't actually sleep a wink. And the reason for this is because I'd been looking at the news, mainly Sky News and Reuters, maybe a couple of other channels. I saw on the news that Iran had launched some missiles or launched some drones to attack Israel. And they'd launched over 100 of these things and that they were on their way. Now, for some reason, that just stoked up all sorts of imagery of, cruise missiles being sent and the 30-minute warning. It just dragged up all these Cold War fears from the 80s. So I didn't sleep a damn wink. I was up almost every hour checking the news. I was listening out for bombs dropping. I really thought everything was going to kick off. If you've been to this channel before, you'd know that normally, I'm pretty dead against the fear-mongering, and I would normally just look at things from a prepping point of view, not go over the top, and try not to get too excited about stuff. But for some reason, on Saturday night, I just got absolutely consumed with worry over this whole thing. And, I feel quite embarrassed about it, to be honest. But what it also made me think was, there are some channels and news outlets that do this every single day, talk about nuclear war and bombs dropping and this is it, this is World War III. And I thought, how on earth if people really believe that, how can they live their lives? This was so disruptive to me. I mean, it meant the activity that I did yesterday, which was a comms support for a marathon run, and I struggled to keep awake. I can't imagine how anybody could hold down a job or work if they're consistently listening out for bombs and thinking that it's going to be World War III literally every single day. So I've got over it now, and I've looked at the news since, and they're even putting more priority on some stories about the royals or some TV star who kicked off on an aeroplane. So it's not going to be World War III. It's not going to be nukes dropping in the UK or anything like that at all. In fact, when you see that Israel are coming out with the damage that was caused, there was apparently 300, 100 drones and 200 odd missiles, ballistic missiles. A couple got through, and there's literally a hole in the ground which is smaller than some of the potholes that I've seen down my road. There's just something doesn't add up, and I wonder if it was all a bunch of bull, to be honest. So I'm never going to get into that state again. Touch wood. I really felt quite embarrassed about it. Life goes on, and it's not World War III. It's not all it's made out to be. They're still going on about how they're going to respond and tit for tat and will it escalate and all this sort of stuff. But then, as I said, Sky News are still prioritising a toy poodle escaping as one of their priorities. So nobody else is worried about it. So why on earth should I be? So I thought I'd just cover that. I also did spot in the news today there was a tornado apparently up in the northwest of England, briefly, which turned caravans over and stuff. So if there's any of you up there in that neck of the woods that got affected by that, then I hope everything's okay. I hope you haven't experienced any awful damage or anything like that. So yeah, I don't want to go into news reading. I don't want to go into the political side of things. So as far as I'm concerned, that whole situation is over. I'm finished with it. I'm done looking at any of it, to be honest. I really am. And also, as I say, I felt quite unnerved by the whole experience and feel really stupid for getting caught up in it, which is very unlike me, to be honest. It's just one of them things. I wasn't drunk. I don't drink, haven't drunk for 5 years. So it's not like I was under the influence of anything that made me get worked up any more than I normally would. It's just one of them days. As I say, I'm all over it now. Now, a couple of changes to the channel that you might see. I've decided to at least pause membership for now. The reason being is just because I was trying to add some extra members videos, and it was going to take up a lot more of my time. I work full time, and I really wanted to, I didn't want to distract anything away from the channel as it is. So I'm decided that I'm just going to build the channel as it is, and I get a lot of support from you as it is, what with being subscribed and joining in with the chat and sharing excellent information on the chat as well. And so, you know, that's a lot of support. You're all adults watching the channel, so yeah, if you do want to support me in any other ways, then you can find some links around the site, and that would all be, of course, much appreciated. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to step up the activity as much as I can and get more videos out there. But it will be under normal subscription. There won't be any membership for the time being. So apologies to the members that should have been refunded. I hope you can still enjoy the channel as is. So just another short video really. It was just a bit of a confession that you know, even people like myself who would normally, you know, brush off stuff like this can get affected by it, and you know, I feel for those people who live like that. You know, when I first got started in prepping, and I did actually, when I was getting caught up in a lot of these other channels that do all the fear mongering, I did get caught up in that a lot, as I think I've explained before. And it's a horrible route to go down, because you really start to just, you know, see everything in a really hateful way. But I'm all better now, and I've got some great videos coming up that I'll be posting soon. So in the meantime, appreciate you watching and stay prepared.